All right, welcome class math. What is this? 2415 Calculus 3. I'm the instructor for the course, Robert D. Giovanni. Wanted to take some time here to go through an orientation for the class because I won't spend much time at all on the first day talking about the syllabus and stuff. So want to do that here. Let me show you first of all how to get to Canvas, which is where I will be posting all the materials for the course, and it's also the place that you communicate with me electronically. So you go and log on to ACES. I'm going to assume that you know how to do this. If you have any issues with this, make sure you contact me or an administrator. Here's where you can get your ACES username and stuff. But again, assuming you know how to get in here, log in, and you should see a tab up here called My Courses. Go ahead and click on that. And make sure you are in the fall 2014 semester. Make sure you find your class, Calculus 3. And this will take you to what's called Canvas. This is our learning management system for all of our courses here, Northwest Vista College. Right now you're looking at the instructor's view of this. In just a moment I'll switch over to the student view. Just want to make sure you're aware of where your inbox is. When I send emails out to the class, you'll come here to see them. So you click inbox. Usually a little number will appear up here. If you've got an email you haven't read, it'll be like a 1 or a 2 or however many you have there. You come here though, and you'll see on the left side, it's going to take a little while to populate this page, your inbox. And if there's an email that you have not checked, it'll have a little blue dot next to it. If you've already read it, it'll be cleared out. And you can look at what you've sent and unread emails, things like that. But most important thing is if you want to send me an email or another classmate an email, you click right here, compose a message. You select the course. So we're Math 2415. It's been running kind of slow. And then you go, again, wait for a second. There we go. Click here. Should populate, and you can send something to the teacher, which is me, and then you type in your subject. Make sure you click this box and type whatever you want to me. You can have an attachment there. If you need to scan something, send it to me. This is the way to do it, and you send it. All right, so that's your inbox now. That goes for all your courses. All your emails for all your different classes will be here. But let's now get to the actual course. So if you hover over courses here and scroll down, you should see your fall 2014 Calculus 3 class. And now what I'll do is I'll switch to the student view so you can see what it looks like from your point of view. And this is it. All right, so I'm trying to keep this pretty simple. First of all, we have a link to the syllabus. And then after I finish this video, I'll link it here so you can watch it. If you need to go back and take a look at it again, you'll have an easy way to get to it. I've got some other links here, and then I'll go through and talk about what these tabs are. So let me start with the syllabus. Syllabus is our contract for how the course will be managed and how your grade is determined. So it's important that I go through this and explain how things are going to work out. This is a 4-credit course. And we meet from August till December. We will actually meet on Mondays and Wednesdays from 11 to 12:40 in LOH 235. It's an hour, 40-minute class. This is the contact information for the math department. Here's my contact information. It has an email address here, but like I just showed you, you'll go through Canvas to do your email. If you try and send me an email to this email address from maybe like your Hotmail or something like that, then a lot of times it'll just get automatically sent to spam, and I'll never see it. So Canvas is the inbox I showed you a second ago is the official way that we will communicate in this class. My office is in Juniper Hall, room 1110. You actually have to go into room 111A first and then walk down through the corridor. You'll see a bunch of offices, and you'll see my office there. My cell phone number is here. I just ask that if you're going to, you can call me whenever, but if you're going to text me, just make sure you let me know who you are, put what class you're in, and then tell me what you would like help with. I'm also available in my office for you to walk in and get help. Monday through Thursday, I'm in there from 9 to 11. So on Monday, Wednesday, we meet at 11. The 2 hours before class, I'm in my office if you need to come by and get help. Also on Monday, Wednesday, after our class, I teach a Cal 1 from 1 to 2:40. But then after that, I'll be in my office right after that class till about 4. And then on Tuesdays, Thursdays, in addition to the morning office hours, I'll be there from 1 to 2:45. On Friday here, I put 12 a.m. to 12:01 because the system, requires I put something in. So really, Friday is by appointment only. So I encourage you to come by. A lot of times my calculus students will wind up coming by my office. There's some desks out in front of my office that you can sit at and you can work together on things and study. And it's a pretty nice, quiet atmosphere. Okay, so what you're going to need for the class, you need Essential Calculus, Early Transcendentals. That's a textbook by Stewart. It's the second edition of the book. Here's the ISBN. You need to have that in your possession pretty quick because I'm going to be assigning homework. And so the sooner you get it, the better. Also, as an optional but highly recommended item for the course is a laptop or a tablet. I'm going to be providing lecture notes for you to follow along as I go through the class. I'll have my lecture notes posted up on the projector. And if you have them electronically, it might make it a little easier. And if not, you may have to print them out, and it's a lot of pages. We're talking, I don't know, probably close to 400 pages worth of notes or something like that. So if you want to just bring your laptop or tablet, that's fine with me. I'll show you how to get to these notes in a little bit. Also, graphing calculator. You don't need one, but I don't have any restrictions on what kind of calculators you can use in the class. Just keep in mind if you're going to use something like a T89 or something like that, you still will have to show your work. Here's a description of the course. These are little typos. It should be Green's theorem, a little apostrophe, and they did an upside down question mark. I'm not sure what happened there, but those are the things we're going to cover. Here's a prerequisite for the class. I'll just skip through that. Let's talk about your grade. We have a standard grading scale here, but the way I'm going to do grades is kind of weird. You probably have never seen anything like this. So this is the way it'll work. Okay, if you're going to have a midterm and a final. All right. If your midterm and your final grades are greater than 50, that means you get greater than 50 on your midterm and greater than 50 on your final. Then your overall grade will be determined by quizzes that you'll take, 40% of your grade, and then the midterm and final are 30% each. The quizzes that I give you will be in-class quizzes. There'll be take-home quizzes. There will be group quizzes. A lot of times I'll let you work together on these things, but those quizzes comprise 40% of your grade. Now, if for some reason you take the midterm or the final, either one, doesn't matter which one, and you get a less than a 50 on either one of those, then you don't pass the class, just automatically. So this is kind of a big deal. It's basically saying that on the midterm and final, you have to show me that you know at least half of what's on those tests. If on either one of those you can't do half of what's there, then you're not going to pass the class. All right, some policies for the course. Attendance is required. I will be taking attendance. And if you miss more than 4 classes, then I can drop you from the class, or I can just give you an F at the end of class. So it is your responsibility to withdraw from the course if you no longer want to be in the class. Okay, what to expect in this class. I use a lot of technology in this class. I will actually record my lectures, and then I will post those lectures on YouTube. I will also, everything I write down will be provided in a PDF format, and I'll talk more about this. You'll kind of catch on to it as we go through, but you can click here if you want, and you can take a look at well, I'll just click on it now. Let's see what happens. This is one of my older classes, just to give you an idea. Let me mute this. So what's happening is everyone's sitting in the classroom. I have a projector on, and up on the projector on the wall, the students, you will see this. And I'm writing down things, and as I write, you can see me, well, let's see, I'm not writing right there. here we go. So I'm working through this problem. I'm talking. All of this is being recorded, and then students can come to it later and take a look at it. So that's just to give you an example of what my video lectures look like. Oop, I lost the syllabus. Let me get back to it. So, all right, so electronic device policy. Like I said, you can bring a laptop, you can bring a tablet to view your notes, but if you're sitting there surfing the web, doing your Facebook update or Tumblr or whatever the heck it is that's popular nowadays, any use of an electronic device other than, you know, something pertaining to the course will result in a 10% penalty on your next exam. You'll also be asked to leave the class for the day, and absence will be recorded. So, in other words, if I'm going to have you there with your laptop or tablet open, just be doing class stuff. All right. I also have a behavior policy. Sleeping or being disruptive in class will also result in a 10% penalty on your next exam. Scholastic dishonesty. This is cheating. A lot of times in this class, I'm going to allow you to work together on things. But of course, like if I give you a quiz in class and I say, hey, don't work together on this, you know, work by yourself, and you're sitting there talking to each other, that's considered dishonesty, and you can be dropped from the class, or I can actually fail you, even if it's something as small as just a little in-class quiz. So just keep in mind, when I ask you to do something on your own, I expect you to follow through with that. Tutoring, we do have tutoring lab here. You'll have to go up there and see who can actually tutor Cal 3. Don't just walk in there assuming all the tutors can do that. Just let them know what you're there for, and hopefully they'll find you a tutor that's comfortable with Cal 3. 6 drop rule, I'll skip. SOBI, I'll skip. Here's the schedule. So right away, the first day, we're going to try and knock out 2 sections. Then on Wednesday, we'll finish up this in 10.2, and then we'll do 10.3. Then we have a holiday on Monday, so we already have a break. And then we come back on Wednesday and we continue. We grind through Chapter 10, and then we try and grind through Chapter 11, and we get all the way until Monday, October 13th, which is when I have your midterm scheduled. And this exam will cover everything through 11.7. So even though 11.8 will start it, we won't have it on this midterm. So that gives you, since on Monday, it gives you the whole weekend to kind of study and get ready for that midterm. Remember, that's 30% of your grade, so you've got to make sure you do well on it. Then we continue, we finish up Chapter 11. We go through Chapter 12. Then again, we have another holiday on Wednesday. It's a faculty development day, so that knocks another class period out for us. So we're going to be kind of cramped for time. But then we try and get through Chapter 12. Start 13, finish up 13. That's the end of the book. So our goal is to finish the book this semester. We'll finish on a Wednesday, December 3rd. We'll talk about the final, and then your final, unfortunately, is the Monday right at the first day of finals week. So you don't even have time to really get too ready for this final. So just keep that in mind. Some other things in here are things that I have to have in my syllabus. I'll just let you read through that yourself. Okay, so that's the syllabus. Like I had said before, I'm going to be taking, I'm recording all my lectures. So when those lectures become available, you'll actually click here. It'll take you to YouTube. And right now, this is the channel that will, or the playlist actually, that we'll have for this class. Right now, there's no videos in here, but they'll start appearing here. And you can just click on them, go back and watch the lectures if you like. All right, now, like I said, you could bring a computer to class to look at the class notes. So if you click on class files, right now I have 2 folders in here. I have class lecture notes. Those are the things I'm going to be doing by hand. So those will look like, it'll look like this. There'll just be PDFs, and they'll just be, you know, static images of what I did in class, what I wrote on the board, as opposed to the course lecture notes, which are the ones that you should get onto your laptop and bring to class. So like first day, I'm going to provide you with a hard copy of 10.1 notes, and then I'll probably provide you with 10.2. So let me just show you what those look like. But after 10.1 and 10.2, I'm not going to give you the notes anymore. So you have to either bring your laptop to look at them in class or print them. But like I said, be warned, it's hundreds of pages of notes for the semester. So like 10.1, here it is, 3D coordinate system. I go through and talk about these different things. Now, what you can't see here is that during lecture, you'll see these are actually little sliders that I can move around, and it changes things here. And there's a lot of visualization I use in the class. But at least here you can follow along with what I'm doing. And if you do print these out, you can actually write little notes to the side. And as I work through the notes in class, we'll get to certain examples. Let me see. Are they? Okay, let me see. There's got to be an example here somewhere. I didn't see an example anywhere there. Try 10.2. It'll say example, and that'll mean I'm going to work it out in class. So here's just all the notes. Here we go. Here's an example. So what I would do is in class, I would use my tablet to work this problem out and record all that and stuff. So, but if you have it here, and if you did print it out, you've got all this space to work it out here. Okay, so that's where your the course lecture notes are. Again, the class lecture notes will come as we go. And then later on, if I post anything here, like if I send an email to everyone, I say, hey, you know, I posted a review for the midterm or something like that, it'll be under class files. You'll just see it appear there. And that's pretty much it for this home page. Keep in mind also we have discussions for the class, so there's a discussion board. Oh, actually, these are old. Let me get rid of those. These are some old ones that I need to dump out of here. But you can come here. You can. It's a public forum, so you'll be able to talk to your classmates, and you can ask questions, or you can actually ask me questions if you'd like. Usually on discussions, you know, I'll try and get back to you as soon as I can. But the easiest way is to get a question answered by me is to just call my cell phone or text me. All right, discussion board, I already talked about your grades. So as the semester goes on, you'll see your grades appear here. Let's see, I've got some bonuses because this is not accurate for your class. I'll fix all this later. But this is when you'll have your quizzes appear, and then you'll have your midterm and final. And then people, that's just a way that you can actually link to some of your classmates and like send them emails or something if you need to try and get in touch with someone. All right, so that's pretty much it. There's not a whole lot left for me to go over. I am gonna, I guess, require that you had watched this video, so I'll probably have some way of verifying, have you sign something that says that you understand the requirements of the class. So make sure that you, well, make sure if you're listening to this, then you have probably watched the whole video, which is good. So I guess that's it. I'll see you soon, and we'll get started. I hope to have a good semester.